I will be just giving 1 more minute. Let them join or not join. That is their kismat. Unki destiny I cannot change. So please put P in your chat box so that I can see later on after the webinar is over. It will be not more than 45 to 50 minutes, maximum 50 minutes. And then I'll be putting it off. Your question answers if there are any problems, and then we put it off. And tomorrow also same way. क्योंकि मैं पहले भी करता था 40 to 45 minutes. तो वो 2 की जगह 3 दिन हो जाता था because there were no question answer session. But now I am putting it up. Why? Because they because Mrs. Nivedita has been very much generous to allow me to use this platform for propagating knowledge, not information. I am
Pleasure.
talking about
Pleasure, ma'am.
knowledge. कुछ एक्सपीरियंस हो आपको, कुछ नया सीखने को मिले. एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू मैम, अभी यहाँ पर भी 4-5 प्रिंसिपल्स हैं एंड रेस्ट ऑफ देम आर टीचर्स. एंड व्हाट दे आर डूइंग इज दैट कि दे आर शोइंग माय रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन सैटरडेज हाफ डे ऑफ. दो पीरियड का उनका क्राफ्ट का पीरियड होता है या आर्ट इंटीग्रेशन का होता है, व्हाटसोएवर इट इज. 2 periods they are showing my 1 clip, and then कल आप 1 हफ्ता उनको देते हैं, वो क्लिप भी दे देते हैं. Learn something and come for the presentation next Saturday. And randomly I will call anybody. Madam, principals also have to save their skin. वो भी तो कब तक चलेंगे ऐसे. निर्मल जी, गुड मॉर्निंग. May I request everybody to mute yourself, please? क्योंकि पीछे से डिस्टरबेंस आती है, so everybody is disturbed. 19 have joined, 14 are still remaining. Madam, करें शुरू, because otherwise it will be just only
Yes, yes.
because it is just only wastage of time waiting for others.
Yes, because those who come in time, we should not be wasting their time.
They should not lose. Yes, you are right. All right, I am sharing the screen now over here, and I believe so that everybody is able to see. And this webinar on etiquettes and management was having a huge demand. After that, 33 have registered. 21 are present, but in chat box there are only 12 statements. Please mark your presence. Now, etiquettes and manners. You see, what exactly is the difference between etiquettes and manners? I'll come to this particular point later on. But then, why I have to conduct this particular workshop or webinar? Why this is required? अभी आजकल हम देखते हैं that the small kids, even adolescents, teenagers, or even grown-up adults, 35, 40 years, 50 years, we see that कुछ लोगों के बीच में जो एडल्ट्स की बात है वहां पर रीजन कुछ और भी हो सकता है. से फॉर एग्जांपल लेविश लाइफ, पैसा ज्यादा आ गया अचानक. बट द थिंग इज दैट कि दिस इज वेरी मच रिक्वायर्ड फॉर किड्स. और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि हमारे अपने बच्चे अगर अब टेंट्रम करते हैं, वो मेरा 3rd वेबिनार है इसी सीरीज में, टेम्पर द टेंट्रम. व्हाट द डे इज कि इन फ्रंट ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स और इन पब्लिक गैदरिंग हो सकती है, बर्थडे पार्टी हो सकती है, किटी पार्टी हो सकती है, मॉल हो सकता है, आप शॉपिंग के लिए गए वहां हो सकता है. ओवर देयर दे आंसर यू बैक, shout at their parents, barge other people out of the way, roll their eyes. And at that time, basically, what we see is what we feel is to go under the carpet. Why? Because we don't have any other way to stop the child. But the thing is that then the question comes, why to stop the child? Why can't we teach right from the beginning what are the manners, what are the etiquettes? Better when you enter your room, when you enter your house, keep your outside shoes on the door or in the shoe rack. Wash your hands, face, mouth, Then enter. Change your clothes. Keep your worn worn clothes which you wore in the what you call the basket and something like that. These are manners. सो फ्रस्ट्रेशन तो हो ही जाएगी और ये फ्रस्ट्रेशन जो है हमको इस चीज को एटलीस्ट आई स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग अबाउट दिस कि दिस फ्रस्ट्रेशन बेसिकली इज नॉट ओनली विद द ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम आई हैव सीन द पेरेंट्स शाउटिंग ऑन द अदर्स या टीनेजर्स के ऊपर भी मैनर्स नहीं है आपको एटिकेट्स और मैनर्स बोथ आर डिफरेंट सो लेट अस कम it is basically it is our responsibility to develop these manners in the kids right from the beginning 2 साल का बच्चा सीखना शुरू कर देता है 2 years old child starts learning new things and that is just a mound of clay आप उसको जैसे मोल्ड करना चाहते हैं कर लें अभी कर लें अच्छा रहेगा आगे चल के you will not feel frustrated because everything and moreover the thing is that कि the praise will come to you बड़ा वेल मैनर्ड है बहुत अच्छा बच्चा है and you are listening to these words from a distance how elated you will feel how proud you will feel कि yes I have given the right education to my child और जब अपने बच्चों को आप ये सिखाएंगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली इट कम्स टू यू आल्सो हाउ टू टीच अदर स्टूडेंट्स आल्सो इन द क्लास जिसमें हम कहते हैं एनईपी सब लोग एनईपी के बारे में बहुत सारे वेबिनार्स करते हैं कंसेप्ट क्या है क्या नहीं है बट द बेसिक रूट थिंग द कोर प्रिंसिपल ऑफ एनईपी इज नॉट बीइंग टोल्ड बाय एनीबॉडी these are the things etiquettes and manners, values and virtues, how to integrate these things into your core subjects. मैथमेटिक्स पढ़ा रहे हैं तो मैनरिज्म कहाँ से आएगा वहां पे आएगा I will tell you in this webinar only where from it will come. How can you integrate all these things into your normal classroom teaching? Now, to yes, basically to we people, etiquette is made up of two parts. Number one is manners. Basically, if we see that there are tons and tons, hundreds, thousands, lakhs of rules or laws for various occasions, and they are manners. Many people correlate etiquette to an underlying set of rules of law for various occasions. How should you react to a particular situation, a particular event happening in your life when your kid is there, or your kid should behave when he is in a public gathering. जैसे एटिकेट्स के बारे में बाद में बताऊं आपको एक नॉर्मल सी बात होती है कि और जनरल एटिकेट भी है कि इफ आई एम इनवाइटेड बाय यू इन योर पार्टी आई मस्ट नॉट टेक द लास्ट पीस ऑफ द एडिबल्स कुछ भी खाने के लिए दिया हो लास्ट पीस आई विल नॉट टेक दैट इज एटिकेट whenever you are going to have something offer 2 3 people around you sir after you sir after you कमरे के अंदर जा रहे हैं एंटरिंग सम रूम लेडीज लेडीज फर्स्ट मैं बताऊंगा लेडीज फर्स्ट का प्रिंसिपल कहां से आया देयर इज अ स्टोरी इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी वेयर फ्रॉम इट केम सो व्हाट इंक्लूड्स प्रॉपर फोर्क कैसे पकड़ा जाए कैसे नहीं पकड़ा जाए फोर्क कौन से हाथ में पकड़ना चाहिए जनरली इट शुड बी held in the left hand or knife in the right hand. Similarly, knowing when to applaud, ताली कब बजानी है, how to shake hands. There was a parent when I was principal, in my first principalship, there was a parent who used to squeeze my hand like this. Second time when he just raised his hand to shake with me, मैंने कहा सर नमस्कार, मैं आपसे हाथ नहीं मिलाऊंगा बिकॉज मैंने इतना दूध बादाम नहीं खाया है, so that I can bear that force. Don't give anybody any chance to speak what you are doing or what your kid is doing. So there are hundreds and hundreds of them. Please, thank you, holding doors. Please mute yourself. But the thing is that etiquettes, there are something we call principles of etiquette. They are timeless, cross culture. Every culture, every religion, every community, every group of us. Please mute yourself. My God, literally, I am telling you, the people being so much educated, they don't understand. Don't understand the dignity or the value of the place. I'm really sorry to use these words, but I'm left with no other option. There are principles of etiquette. अभी यही है ना, this is the principle. But unlike manners, etiquettes, the principles of etiquette don't change. They are same and same all over the world, around the globe, in all communities. Wherever you are, these etiquettes, the principles of etiquette are to be followed. ये है क्या principles? There are only three principles. They give us confidence and allow us to focus basically on the substance of our interaction. How do we interact? With whom we are interacting? Three principles: consideration, respect, and honesty. And they stand behind all the manners. Whether we are talking to an elder, whether we are talking to junior, senior, our subordinate, group D staff, our sweeper, our आया, जनरली मैंने महाराष्ट्र में देखा है कि काम करने वाले जो आते हैं आपके, द डोमेस्टिक हेल्प दैट कम्स टू यू फॉर स्वीपिंग, डस्टिंग, mopping, washing your clothes, even cooking, they call her auntie. My daughter is married to in Bombay and she is living over there. So every time, right in the beginning, कि आज आंटी जल्दी आएंगी, मैंने कहा आंटी किसकी आंटी, कौन आंटी बना ली? Then she told me कि in Mumbai, we or Maharashtra rather, this is a culture. So this is etiquette. That is consideration, respect, and then honesty. Honesty. मैं अभी इनको discuss करता हूँ one by one. Why? Because it is often we don't even realize when our customs have come from, where from they have come from. Our customs, traditions, culture, कुछ ही किसी को नहीं पता. But over the time we have been practicing good things, eliminating bad things, bad behavior, and the good things or good behavior was rather encrypted into our nature. आपने देखा होगा, the person who is very soft in talking, a gentleman, he will soft to everybody. He will be soft to everybody. Whether you are working as a principal or senior or junior, you will be very much. So think of others as well as themselves. That is etiquette. And then they think about why manners matter, because it's to do with people living cooperatively together. If I can't perform the task of a sweeper, if he cannot perform, certainly I can also not. If he can perform, I can also not. And that is the only way to learn about the etiquettes. Next is an elderly person is struggling in the lift something heavy. The pregnant woman needing a seat on the bus. So appreciation of a gift or kindness. These are certain conditions where our etiquettes come from. First is consideration. He is old, I'm young, so I can bear the load of standing in the metro while the old man can sit. Now, a pregnant lady enters the coach, and the elderly person also stands up. Excuse me. He also stands up. That is consideration, appreciation of gift or kindness. If somebody gives you a favor, thank you, you offer the seat, and the elderly person says, thanks to you, or thank you, so nice of you. At least out of courtesy, once he will tell you, sir, please, please, don't. No, sir, you need more than me. That is consideration. However, I tell you one thing, good manners in one culture, they may, but may not necessarily exist in another context. Just one little example. Ladies first kahan se aaya concept? I just told you, I will tell you a small story. Ladies first, where from this issue came from? European context. In most of the European context, abhi hamara all over the world, it is being used as a courtesy, as an etiquette. Apparently, in the pre-sanitation and pre-washing machine days, this thing was that whenever the house lady used to mop the floor, wash the clothes, the dirty water where it should go. There was no drainage system also. So she used to throw out of the window. And the poor pedestrian, any poor pedestrian can get soaked in this dirty water. That is unhappy soaking. So a gentleman would help a lady with the shelter of the resident as quickly as possible so that she doesn't get dirty water on her. And hence, it came ladies first. Similarly, in African countries, generally there are still the man entered the house first because in case there was an animal, the lion, the snake, or some another welcome creature. So a well-mannered may mean man went in face first to protect his family, see that everything is safe, and then he will allow. So ladies first is good in European culture, but in African context, it is man first. The same thing may not exist as a good etiquette in or manner in the different cultures or different contexts. Next is what is importance? Importance is कि अगर आप अच्छे जॉब के लिए जाना चाहते हैं, you can land a good job, you can get into a good school, you can build a strong career, or maintain a lasting personal relationship with anybody with whom you have shown these manners, these etiquettes, and all. ये एमिली जो है, Mrs. Emily, she is an avid writer only on etiquette and manner. Half a century ago, she lived. She says, good manners reflect something from inside, which has been ingrained into your personality. The innate sense of consideration for others and respect for self. Just like somebody says, if you want to be respected, give respect to others. Treat others the way you want to be treated. So, proper etiquette communicates what kind of person we are. It is very hard to miss when somebody is good or courteous and uses good manners. Their behavior reflects what kind of character they have, and the people take notice of this. आप अपने स्कूल में भी अगर पीएन से कहेंगे कि भैया एक 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 थर्मस भर के लिया देंगे ठंडे पानी का, जी मैम, वो मना नहीं करेगा. अगर आप उसको अकड़ के बोलेंगे, प्लीज ब्रिंग मी a thermos of cold water, he will say, okay sir. And if you are polite and humble, which are ingrained into your personality as an etiquette, as a good manner, then certainly he will respect you. Give him this thermos and say thanks. जब वो आएगा, he will give you back the thermos full of cold water. Say again, thank you, भैया. Thank you, ma'am. Or he will say, welcome, ma'am. Whatsoever it is. And this all goes from you. Next is, etiquette is all about understanding, kindness, respect, and consideration. अभी मैंने आपको बताया. Which means we have to live in this world for 24 hours and communicate with others except those 8 hours of sleep. We have to communicate with our parents, grandparents, neighbors, rediwala, those vendors in school, our colleagues, students, principals, administrators, community, who not. So there are multiple platforms where we have to show our presence. And that is why these days in 21st century, I am telling you, these etiquettes and manners will serve you a lot in growing personally as well as professionally. Polite, और फिर भी हमारा our profession is like that we have to be humble and polite. In this profession, it is required for us to be. Next is by knowing by knowing how to read the social cues, and communicate effectively, we put others at ease, foster meaningful relationship, and create a comfortable and relaxed atmosphere wherever we go. यही तो हमें चाहिए. If you go to an interview and there you cannot see the washroom, just go to the reception simply. Excuse me, ma'am, I would like to use your washroom. And she says, just go straight and turn right. And in turn, you say, thank you, ma'am. What a big deal it is. Not much energy is also consumed. But then it is not about being perfect, being prim or proper. It is not about your social class, profession, ethnicity, gender, how rich or well educated you are. Nothing it has to do. It simply helps us to know how to behave, how to conduct ourselves in different environments with the different people, how to communicate. Consideration, respect. Number two, respect for yourself also, because I need it. So I have to be like that. So अभी कर लिया हमने रेस्पेक्ट. अब हम रेस्पेक्ट के ऊपर थोड़ा सा बात कर लेते हैं. Respect can be a feeling which can be demonstrated in our actions as well as our words. निवेदिता मैम मुझसे बहुत सीनियर है. अच्छा, एक बात मैं आपको बताऊं. Whenever I write good morning ma'am, good morning sir, I make a heart emoji over there. Somebody asked me, an elderly person she was, and she asked me कि सर ये हार्ट क्यों बनाते हैं. मैंने कहा मैम बिकॉज अगर मैं आपको गुड मॉर्निंग बोल रहा हूँ तो फ्रॉम हार्ट आई विश इट शुड बी गुड फॉर यू, एंड इफ इट इज गुड फॉर यू देन सर्टेनली इट विल बी गुड फॉर मी ऑल्सो. अदरवाइज आई विल सिंपली राइट. अभी कुछ लोग मेरे से कम्युनिकेट करते हैं. whenever they communicate they will simply start writing, sir I did not get the certificate of 21st century learning skills. अरे भाई गुड मॉर्निंग बोलने में क्या आफत आ जाती. अब आप देखिए ना, आई एम 64 62. निवेदिता मैम मुझसे सीनियर है. वो मुझे सर बोलती है, मैं आपको मैम बोलता हूँ. लर्नेड पेडागॉग्स, लर्नेड एजुकेटर्स, नेशन बिल्डर्स, एवरीथिंग यू आर. आपको रेस्पेक्ट कितने लोग देते हैं. सर और मैडम जब वो पेरेंट्स आते हैं ना मीटिंग में, तभी बोलेंगे. पीटीएम में आके आपकी जब शिकायत करनी होगी प्रिंसिपल से, देन यू सी द रिस्पेक्ट, दैट इज डी मीनिंग. नाउ respect means refraining from demeaning others, demeaning others from their ideas also. अब ये इंडिया और भारत के ऊपर बहुत जबरदस्त बहस चल रही है. मैं स्विच ऑन करता हूं अपना वो डिबेट को, एंड विद इन 2 minutes आई पुट इट ऑफ. व्हाई? बिकॉज दिस इज रबिश. अगर आप भारत करना चाहते हैं तो करें. सारे गानों में जहां भारत यूज हो रहा है, भारत का रहने वाला हूं, भारत की बात सुनाता हूं. गोविंदा का एक गाना था, इट हैपन्स ओनली इन इंडिया. तो वो इट इट हैपन्स ओनली इन भारत कितना चेंज करेंगे? नथिंग. दे विल रिमेन एज सच. देन व्हाट टू डू? बी ओपन माइंडेड, respect others ideas, whatsoever they say, you accept in the sense ki just hear. You may not subscribe to those ideas or suggestions or principles. Refusing to laugh at racist or sexist joke, that is one of the biggest challenge I am telling you. And this is happening in the society. If somebody tells you some demeaning thing about some culture, don't subscribe to it, but don't speak. Staying open-minded means doesn't mean that open mouth also. Otherwise, you will just means you will be creating such a ruckus that it will be creating an unpleasant environment wherever you are. Which means respect by intentional acts. Being on time, punctuality is a basic etiquette which depends on the respect. Party 6 बजे की है, birthday party, and I am reaching over there 6:30. Have you ever seen anybody have seen me or Nivedita ma'am late? मैं तो बल्कि थोड़ा सा 5-7 मिनट हो जाता हूँ, 6:20-25 के बीच में लॉग इन करता हूँ. निवेदिता मैम मुझसे पहले होती है, और उसके बाद 2-4-5 members also they join. Some of the participants also they join before I am in, dressing properly. You see, wearing a torn jeans t-shirt to this school, is it okay? We don't have the concept of teachers uniform at present mandatory. But whenever I go to physical workshop, Aditya Birla, I have gone. RM Girls Senior Secondary School in Panipat, I have seen. Even branded or unbranded, that gives you a brand. Oh, she's well dressing appropriately. It means what? I went to Karsog, and in Karsog there is a school, BL Central School. What I told them, and the population is not more than 40-45,000.
एक किलो आणि मला वाटतं 2 किंवा 3 हे चट.
Then over there, they were wearing all civilian clothes. So just I asked, sir, can we have uniform over here? कि सर यहाँ पे इतनी ठंड पड़ती है कि यूनिफॉर्म को हमें देना पड़ेगा, वी हैव टू प्रोवाइड, एंड दैट यूनिफॉर्म कैन नॉट बी वॉश्ड ऑन द डेली बेसिस और इवन 2-3 days. मैंने कहा फॉरगेट अबाउट इट. व्हाट यू डू इज दैट कि अलाउ देम टू वेयर व्हाटसोएवर दे आर वियरिंग. सलवार सूट है, साड़ी है, पैंट शर्ट है, टाई है, लेट देम. गिव देम एन एप्रन just like laboratory coat, not full sleeves, half sleeves. May be warm, may not be warm. And on the back, right, BL Central School. On the chest left hand side, school logo, unique color. And will you believe that after 6 months, Mr. Gupta called me back and told me कि सर ये आपने क्या कर दिया 50% of the city is wearing apron. मैंने कहा that means you are now established as a leader, leader in public school community. They all are looking towards you. What BL Central School Mr. Gupta does, watch them keenly and follow that. So dress code must be there. Whenever you are talking to each other, give full concentration. Don't interrupt in between, give full concentration. Consider about this. Consider about this that whatsoever he has got the ideas, let it come out. And if you are keen that you should speak, you start making notes, points on a pad or a piece of paper. And then once he has stopped speaking, then tell, कि सर मैं कुछ बोलना चाहता हूँ. I would like to share my ideas on your views. They will certainly agree to this. Next is consideration. You see, respect to others is equally important and as self-respect, which means self-respect is also as important as respect for others. You don't succumb to any idea or suggestion or circumstances out of respect without considering your own self-respect. Somebody gives me non-vegetarian things to eat. Being a Brahmin, I have never tasted even an egg till now. At the age of 62, I can vouch on any holy book. But if anybody gives me, what should I do? Self-respect. Thank you very much, sir. I am very humbled by your offer, but I generally don't take. Generally means even occasionally also don't take non-vegetarian things. Thank you very much for your offer. Because this is the only way you bolster your image. I don't, I don't. So value yourself, integrity and character, and consideration for others. It is just like having empathy. इसके ऊपर हम कर चुके हैं वेबिनार. The key for consideration is thoughtful behavior. Consider how you should react. Whether you should react or not, this is the first consideration. And if you have to consider what, how should I react? What can you do about it? Being thoughtful means thinking about that. What you can do about this, about the people around you. What action you will affect them. Shouting, showing ignorance will affect, certainly, but adversely. If somebody is speaking to you and you are looking here and there and on the top floor or reading something, doing WhatsApp, texting, these are not good etiquettes. And consideration leads us to help a friend or even strangers also to bestow a token of appreciation or offer praise. This is the only way we go for consideration. The next one is honesty. And honesty is not only about telling the truth, but avoiding the white truth, white lies. Acting sincerely with integrity. Integrity is integrity of your character, of your personality, of your behavior. Everything is equally important at as honesty for others. So, empathy to find positive truth, leading to or telling to or acting on it without causing embarrassment to others. So, which means you have to be authentic and you have to be genuine. Now, if we put all these three principles together, then act upon them in your daily life. ये तीनों principles को आप integrate कर लीजिए and then act upon it. You will be one of the excellent personality on this globe, on this earth. He is very humble. He is very polite. He has got integrity of the character. He is honest to himself, honest to the circumstances, to the environment. He considers everything, every action of yours. He considers positively. Excellent relationship as a result. People will respect you and they will guide you. These three principles, when put together, they will guide you through difference of opinion and interacting with difficult people and helping you to build better relations. ट्राई करिए एक बार, नहीं काम देता है लीव इट, काम तो देगा ऐसी बात नहीं, it will come to your rescue in your thick and thin. Next is general etiquette tips. Number one, मैं बता चुका हूं इनके बारे में, but now in very brief I'll be just telling you. Attire, मैंने जैसे बोला आपको कि लीफी स्वेटर है, टोन जीन्स है, snowman vests है, they are generally disliked as a teacher attire. It doesn't look nice and generally they are embarrassing for 20 plus and 30 plus something, someone, people, some people in that age group. अभी मैं देखता हूं कि some of the judges in those live shows, वो जो होते हैं ना, ये डांस इंडिया डांस है कुछ ऐसे करके, they come wearing torn jeans, some actors also, और कुछ लोग टाई पहन के भी आ जाते हैं. So what you would like to wear on the weekends to a club is not okay to wear when teaching, when going to the school, going to attend your office. Next is jeans. Generally, as a principal, when I worked as a principal, I used to tell them right in the beginning of my first week at school, nobody is allowed to wear the jeans in the school premises, including physical education teacher. कि सर कंफर्टेबल है, मैंने कहा इतनी टाइट होती है, कंफर्टेबल कैसे हो जाती है? नहीं सर मुझे कंफर्टेबल लगती है. मैंने कहा मेरे को तो कंफर्टेबल लगता है वो स्नीकर्स, स्नीकर्स की जगह चप्पल, एंड देन शॉर्ट्स, देन वेस्ट. तो shall I wear it to my office? So think about those, that particular setup where you are going to be, and then change your attire. Next is punctuality. मैंने बताया था आपको, punctuality means अगर if your school starts at 7:30, you be there at 7:25 maximum. When you enter the school, you will be panting, rushing, sweating. Everything will be going on with you. If you reach 7:30, assembly has started, what you will do? You cannot relax. 5 minutes, leave for yourself, go to the staff room quietly, keep your bag and baggage in your pigeonhole or whatsoever the place you have. Then relax for some time, have a sip of water, go to the assembly, go to your class, take attendance and all that. Similarly, punctuality for meeting also. And if you want to leave early, take permission of your administrator. Because administrators are also human beings. Don't criticize anybody in this staff room whether he is rude to you is something different. It is not your character. He is very rude to me. I can act, I can repel his action same way, but that is not my character. आप मुझे गाली दो, मैं नहीं लेता गाली तो कहाँ जाएगी? आप मुझे 20 रुपए दो, मैं नहीं लेता तो कहाँ जाएंगी? वो आप ही के पास तो रहेगी. So try to understand. And once you start doing this, they will also try to understand. Next is effectiveness. अभी मैंने बोला था पहले भी. Avoid checking your WhatsApp or text obsessively. अभी मेरे पास मैसेजेस आ रहे हैं मोबाइल पे. कुछ पेमेंट्स भी आए हैं, ये वापस कर दूंगा आज के वेबिनार के लिए. 6:27 पे मेरे पास पेमेंट आया है. आई विल रिटर्न इट because over here for me you people are more important than anything else. And similarly, your effectiveness is also equally important for yourself, your respect, your consideration, and for others also. So avoid doing this thing at least in the staff room. जब फ्री हो, मैं तो अपना व्हाट्सएप खोल के रखता हूँ. ये सॉरी, नॉट व्हाट्सएप, दिस इंटरनेट, so that I don't mess up any of the messages. Now I will go have dinner. After that, relaxing time watching television, and then I will let you know what are the messages important for me that I have to reply, which I have to ignore, which I have to keep starred. Behavior in meeting, just like personality, this thing, punctuality, over here also. If you need to contact someone during a long training session, step out of the meeting, taking the permission of the person concerned who is conducting that meeting, and move out quietly. Going to a restaurant and then after having dinner or supper or lunch, whatsoever, I've seen the people, even behavior in a restaurant. I have seen a number of people chewing their food in their mouth with the sound. How would you feel like that? I don't feel like eating my food. मैंने कहा पहले इनको finish कर लेने दो, and then after that I will have, or I will not have any lunch. So these are the manners. While coming out of the table, politely put your chair up. Then, as you move off, put your chair on the place and then go wash your hands. If you wash your hands, your kids will look at you, they will start doing it. Initially, you have to say, Beta, go and wash your hand, wash your mouth, then wipe off, and then come. Once, twice, thrice, कभी कभी repeat ज़्यादा करना पड़ता है, but you have to do for the sake of the personality of your child. You have to develop his personality. It is your responsibility. Now, communication. Communication. Blatant spelling errors बहुत देखी है मैंने. मेरे साथ जो कम्युनिकेशन होता है, ईमेल में होता है, मेरे तो वर्कशॉप्स में होता है इवन. But I can't blame principal. Of course, as a principal, if any communication is being done or for and on behalf of school, it is the principal's responsibility to see the draft. And that is what I used to do as a principal. First, I write a draft. And over there, I just go second time, third time, spellings, comprehension, grammar, everything. And then on the top, I used to write DFA, draft for approval, to my senior. He will look into it. Yes, Sharma ke draft mein there is not a single place where I can put a red mark. Anytime, anywhere. Try to repeat it. Try to do it. Madam, please, I am muting you. You are unmuting yourself again and again. Really sad. So, proofread all the emails, all the messages. अभी तो WhatsApp में एक feature और आ गया है that you can edit your message within 15 minutes. You send it and then you read it, and if you see that there is some mistake, you just highlight it, the message, go on the three dots, click it. There are three options. Edit is there, you edit, go to the place where you want to edit and do it. Email communication मैंने बता दिया, discretion मैंने बता दिया. Talking about the students or anything official confidential, just try to avoid rising above the behavior of clicking. And clicking means that you have got fewer friends to work with. However, with the parents, with the students, even with your colleagues, avoid this behavior. Language and topic, ये मैं पहले बोल चुका हूं. Social media में keep school talk away. Don't talk about the school anywhere out of your mind. कभी भी अपने दिमाग से कोई बात, कोई आइडिया कुछ मत निकलने दो. Never. Neither for nor against. Never. But you never know. अभी आपका एक बहुत क्लोज फ्रेंड है. You keep on discussing with him, sharing your ideas, sharing your thoughts, and later on at some point of time, it happens that your friendship is a little bit cracked. That may be used against you. So avoid such type of things. Over here, I will stop sharing now. And if you have got anything, to speak, you can speak now. Open up your, and this is really sorry state of affair that once I have told you right in the beginning that don't unmute yourself unless and until it is required, people are using, even laughing also, disturbing others. अरे भाई आपने नहीं पढ़ना, you can leave this webinar quietly. If nobody has to say anything, then certainly I will stop it over here and leave it to everybody to have a good supper and good night. मोहन जी नमस्कार, बहुत दिनों के बाद दिखाई दिए.
नमस्कार सर. नमस्कार नमस्कार.
बहुत दिनों के बाद दिखाई दिए. बिजी चल रहे हैं सर. मैंने तो डेज ही इसीलिए चेंज कर दिए, वेडनेसडे और थर्सडे कर दिया.
नहीं, मैं बिजी नहीं चल रहा हूँ सर. थोड़ा सा मैं बेड रेस्ट पे हूँ.
थैंक यू मैम. थैंक यू रेवती मैम. रेवती मैम इज फ्रॉम ओमन. मोहन ठाकुर जी, thank you very much. Rita Sharma ji, thank you. Even your thank you is also equivalent to marking P presence. Vandana Sharma ji is there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ma'am. Now you see, एक बात मैं आपको बोलूं छोड़ने से पहले, just put in your views as to how you like the webinar. Please tell me in my personal comments so that मेरे को भी थोड़ा सा reward मिल जाए. Appreciation is also a reward. And if I get it, then certainly I will be rather feeling my image will be bolstered, my motivational level will be going high, and tomorrow I will perform better than this. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice dinner and nice sleep.